Right?
Record.
I'm recording. It's happening.
Great. Welcome to Regular Girls.
Regular girls, regular girls, regular
Yay.
girls, regular girls.
Regular girls, regular girls. It's a Regular Girls podcast. We're actually doing an episode. I'm impressed with us.
I'm really impressed with this too. I feel like we've been talking about this for a little while, and now it's like it's grown legs, it's grown a nice head of hair, some mediocre eyebrows that need a little bit of work, but it's like coming together.
Yes. The podcast parents are very proud of
Yeah.
it. Yes.
I hope it goes well. I think that it will.
It will. We just started it, so it can only go up or down.
Is my hesitation right at the top, like throwing it off of just like, yeah, I think everything's going to be fine.
No,
Everyone's already listening going, never mind, this is already a shit show.
Forget it. I guess we should introduce ourselves. My name is Stacey McGunnigle.
Hey, I'm Renee Paquette.
I miss that name. Such a good name.
I know. Sometimes I forget when I say it out loud like that. It feels even like it's like a foreign tongue to me.
I think it's sassy.
It's very weird. I like throwing it out there every now and then. Like, I always feel the need to spell it. Renee, Paquette. I got to throw the whole thing out there.
It's a good last name. I feel like the name, like when I hear Renee Paquette, I feel like you're like kicking open a door with like a high stiletto.
I feel like Renee Paquette is like actually way more fierce than my other names that I use occasionally.
Yes.
I think.
No, your name is, it's a sexy name, I will say. A sassy, like, empowered name.
I wish that people could see me right now and just see how I match up to that right now, because it's not that. But wait, with McGunnigle, because you fought a bit of a battle, because you're married now, but you've kept McGunnigle, right?
Yes. Of course. It's just a
Okay, so why
name.
just because you didn't want to get rid of the name, or was it because you didn't want to take on Halloran? Like, how did that go?
Well, Renee and the people listening, I'm a pretty mediocre actress, and I felt that it would confuse my two fans, which is just my parents.
Oh, well, I know. I think that's actually a really, because I always thought that too. People are like, "Oh, would you take somebody's name when you get married?" And I was like, I always kind of thought that I would, but then I just thought professionally I would still keep Paquette or whatever other name I happen to be using in other professions.
I just kind of told my husband, Brendan, I was just like, I'm not changing. I was like, it's too good. What am I going to do?
Did he care?
No, he didn't care. He understood. Stacey McGunnigle is pretty sick. I
feel like Brenda would have just been like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, are you even listening? And he was like, no. And it was like, that's why we're getting married.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we kind of got into that off topic a little bit, but I feel like that was an important thing when we introduced our names, because I don't feel like we've actually had that discussion, but I knew that you were keeping McGunnigle.
Yes.
So high five to that.
High five.
So with this show, we're two regular girls just hanging out talking about things that happen.
Because I feel like you and I, when we get together and chat, it's like hours go by and we're like, what?
I know. So much time goes by, and I feel like we cover an array of topics, which is the fun part. So it's I like that. It's very freeing. I feel very liberated. I'm actually not wearing underwear right now, so that has something to do with it as well.
Oh, and I'm not wearing a bra. I'll just put that out there. And I should be.
I am wearing a bra. I'm only wearing a bra because my shirt cuts down really low in the sides.
Yeah.
And if you're wearing a shirt that's low in the sides, and even if you're at home and like your boob falls out the side, like that's annoying to me no matter what. It's not sexy. It's not cute. I hate it.
Ooh, if you fall asleep in a muscle tee and you wake up and like for
God.
me, and it's like in the middle of your boobs, you're just like, oh.
What an ugly sight that is. I've done
God.
that like way too many times, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like covering up my body. It's like turned upside down. It's weird.
It's like you wake up and it's like Jabba the Hutt's just like staring at you, and you're like, go home, go home.
Another thing that's also horrifying is if you're not wearing a shirt and you bend down to pick something up. That's also a bit of a crime scene.
Oh, it is. Yeah. And I don't have like fun boobs. Like I don't have like, oh, look at me. Like I have to like tape down my buttons in my shirt. Like I have like womanly boobs. So it's like they can't be daring. It needs to be really controlled.
I feel like I have like secret big boobs. I actually just recently posted a picture on Instagram where I was in a bikini, and a lot of people thought I got a boob job, which I have not. I just have secret. I don't have big boobs. They're just like, they're not like super small. They're like a deceiving
deceivingly big.
boob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess there's something there. There's not nothing there.
Oh, I've seen the
They've got
bikini
body.
pic. There's stuff there. You've
They're
got
out
some
there.
stuff. I feel like I'm built like a linebacker, so I have like really broad
You
shoulders.
are not.
I am.
You are not.
I do.
You have such a weird disillusion of your body type.
That's
you're
a whole
I don't know
nother.
what you're talking about.
Oh, that's a whole nother episode for sure. But it's like I was in yoga and I was looking at myself and I was like, my shoulders are so broad and my boobs are now they're so separate. Like I don't have a natural cleavage. Like there's so much I'm right now. I'm putting my hand in between my breasts. I'm not touching either of them. Like there's a problem. So that's what you can kind of expect with regular girls. It's just
pretty much that's where things are gonna go. Just things happen. That was just a natural topic of discussion.
Yeah.
I find when I see myself in the mirror, like when I'm in yoga, and like when like you're in a yoga class and everyone has like the really cute little yoga bodies. I always feel like I see myself and I look like a track athlete or something. Like I get like very ripped, and it's not
that's amazing
necessarily what I'm going for. It kind of freaks me out. Sometimes I see myself in certain poses. I'm like, okay, maybe don't go full tilt on this. Maybe just go at half speed.
I feel like I look like a sweating tomato. I'm so red in the face that the instructor will always walk by and go, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." And I mean, I hate to like throw at a move, but Warrior 2, you see yourself from the side and you're like, what is happening? God. Anyways, that's what I'm struggling with right now.
It is a very judgmental position because especially when they're like, oh, you've got to like tuck your butt under, which actually does help my gut from protruding.
Sure.
What I don't like is the under part of the arm.
Oh, yes.
Like when I see that and I always like try to flex it and I think I'm flexing it. I don't know.
I once heard Drew Barrymore once said like, I'm not like a sleeveless girl. And I was like, yes, that's me too. Like I got like, yes, like finally I can describe myself. Any sort of side arm situation, I'm pissed. If I see
people.
Oh my God. Because I always found myself at the end of a group photo. I was always like the last person like turned in and I was like, ugh, what is happening? So
there's a trick to that though, because I often get like that because usually I'm holding a microphone for my job. So when I do that, I feel like I've got to like stick my arm out a little bit because if it's right against my body, I look like I get like comments about it. Like I look super jacked. Really? It's not great. So you have to have like the floating arm or like a floating arm and you try to get like your collarbone to pop out a little bit. I'm like, oh, I'm so thin.
That is an amazing exclusive.
Yeah.
Look at that little tip. Tips. I'm going to do
Hot tips on regular girls. I actually don't even think that's a regular girl tip. I think that's a pretty ferocious tip.
That is a ferocious hot tip. I agree because I'm always the unfortunate soul in the group photo where I'm like, everyone looks amazing. And then I'm just like, meh, meh. So that I'm going to do that now. The arm out.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone else.
The arm out works. I feel like I'm like that in group photos too, though, because every time I see a picture of myself in a photo, I photograph terribly. I always look like
not at all.
I look like I've won a contest to be in a photo.
Oh my God. What a sad contest. Renee, you've won. You get to take a photo with some friends.
My skin like blends into my hair color. I've got like a weird, awkward smile. It's whatever.
I mean,
for our profession, though, you feel like you'd be better at having a photo taken, or that we would have acquired skills at this point.
Oh,
in our 30s, you think you'd have it down.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, like my headshots, I always look like a really stressed out realtor. And I do. I always look like, where's my briefcase? Like I don't at all look good. I can't do it.
Oh my God, that's phenomenal. I actually just had to go get new headshots done in the summer. And she kept giving me good tips because I was like in and out of there in an hour. Like we like slam dunked this thing. But she was like, you have to stick your head out. Like stick your head out and stick your face out. Really? She's like, I know it looks weird. And she was right. Like it definitely like made the pictures look good. But like from the other side of it, like I looked like a mental person. Like it was absolutely insane. But then I got the photos back and I had on like weird like LA makeup. Like, you know that like Kardashian contoured makeup that everybody does on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
They did that on me and it doesn't do me any favors. So I end up actually looking like far more masculine than I need to. I'm like bronzed up, I'm contoured. I have on like insane lashes that are clearly not mine. It's bad. Slap on a red lip and shove me out the door. That's all I need.
Oh, please. Of course. Any day of the week, I would rather do that than like.
And that's not, yeah, like it's not like I just only need the one thing. It's like, no, I just like accentuating other parts of my body. I think they're better to be understated.
Yeah, totally.
Or my face. You pull off a good red lip.
Well, I try. That's my one thing. I like a red lip. But I feel like because I'm so pale, I can't do anything else.
Totally, I agree. But I feel like it's rare for a redhead to be able to pull off a red lip.
I mean,
right?
Thank you. I mean, I'll take that compliment. I'm just going to, that's fact. I'll take it as fact as what you just said, and absolutely.
That's a fact. I'm a doctor of facts, and I'm spewing them out.
Well, I believe you.
You're on Regular Girls.
You're on Regular Girls, just giving you some hot tips, some cold facts.
Laying it down with our personal neighborhood realtor.
No, I'm super excited because I'm just like, I feel like I love podcasts or listening to them when like people are just chatting and then you get to know the secrets of their lives.
It is good. It's almost like a little like nosy factor to like listen in on stuff. Because I feel like people are super unguarded. Like I don't even feel like we're doing a podcast right now. So I'm not even aware of things I've said. I hope I didn't say anything offensive. If I did, my deepest condolences to those comments and anyone listening. But yeah, people are like in their own element in a podcast.
Yeah.
What podcast do you listen to?
Right now, my main love of my life is Bitch Sesh.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's with Casey Wilson and Danielle Schneider. And it's like a Real Housewives breakdown. So they talk about the Real Housewives, which I will admit I never listened to. I didn't watch the Housewives before I listened to the podcast. And then I'm like, I want to know what they're talking about. So
wait, you listen to the podcast before watching the show?
Yes. I'm obsessed with them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound like a weirdo, but when you like have a celebrity and you're like, I'm convinced they would be my friend. Like if we met,
of course.
So I have a feeling Casey Wilson and I would become fast friends.
Give me your list of other celebrities that you would be friends with.
Okay, so Casey Wilson for sure. Oh gosh, now I'm on the spot. I can't even think. I know actors I think I could realistically sleep with too. Oh,
who's that? Give me that list.
I mean, it's not really that impressive. I really should be reaching higher. But like, because who do I think I could sleep with? I think I could realistically sleep with what's that guy from Love You Man? Why am I forgetting his name? Jason.
It's Jason Segel?
Yeah, I could realistically sleep with him. Maybe.
I feel like I actually think he was like my celebrity crush for a little while.
Me too.
Yeah, he's great.
But he's disappeared.
Especially in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very quirky and charming.
Yeah. I think I could like maybe get him to sleep with me. That's what I think.
We should have him on the podcast.
Yeah, I'll just ask him.
We'll reach out to him.
Yeah.
He probably is hanging out in Santa Monica somewhere. Yeah. Lots of free time.
Oh yeah, I feel like he drinks a lot of margaritas at like beach bars, but I mean,
yeah,
I think I could sleep with him. But I think Casey Wilson and I would be friends. And now that I've put that out there, I'm sure that will never happen. But do you have celebrities that you're like, we'd be friends?
Yeah, I think I'd be really good friends with Kate Hudson.
Ooh.
I feel like we'd get along.
Good pull.
Yeah, she seems like a really good time.
Yeah, she does. I feel like I'm not cool enough to hang out with her, but I think that you could easily do that.
Oh, I'm not cool enough to hang out with her.
You're chill
at
enough.
All.
You're chill enough.
But I think she's cool enough to hang out with the common woman.
Oh.
You know, like I think she'd be like, yeah, whatever. Let's all just have a good time in my mom's Goldie Hawn. Blah.
Like I feel like
I feel like it could be that.
If you were to say like, oh, this weekend I hung out with Kate Hudson, it was great. I'd be like, yeah, I believe that. Yeah. We were on the beach. Goldie came. We got a tan. Like
God, that's so great.
Oh my God. I follow her on Instagram. I'm obsessed.
Me too. She's got great. Do you follow her on Snapchat?
Yes.
Her snaps are great.
Are so good.
She actually inspires me to snap, and I never snap anymore. I'm over it.
I was snapping.
I'm actually
for a
over
while.
Social media in general. I'm over social media.
Oh,
it's
me
annoying.
too. It's. I feel like I'm like I was just talking about this the other night and saying how like I feel like I'm going like me too much.
It's too much because it makes you do that. You can't help it.
I know.
I actually, just before you called me for this, I ran to go grab some water and I like checked my, I didn't run to grab water. I ran to the bathroom. I don't know why I just lied.
Why'd you lie? Everyone's gonna pee.
I got self-conscious that I ran to the bathroom because I just needed to like get my shit together before
Renee,
I sat down here.
Listen, Renee, never be embarrassed. Remember, the queen also gets diarrhea. Okay. Whenever I have a really bad day, I think
that scene.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone helps her when she has diarrhea?
No, I'm sure she holds onto the shower curtain just like everyone else.
She's reading the shampoo bottle.
She's just going, "Oh God, please let this be done." All of her corgis are in the bathroom. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, so I opened my Twitter because that's what you do when you're running to the bathroom.
1,000%.
There was a tweet of this thing from Spin Magazine saying how Justin Bieber said that social media is like 90% pure hell. Like it's a really bad scene, and I couldn't agree more. But so I was live tweeting a thing earlier tonight, and I sometimes go back and forth because sometimes you have like really cool interactions with people online, and I'm like, hey, it's not so bad. This is all right. But then someone has to ruin that party. Someone has to say something weird and uncalled for, and like whether they're trying to get a reaction or they're trying to be funny or I don't know what their problem is, but people take it to like a weird level. Like just be cool. And there's no policing of it, so it's bizarre.
It's weird because it's like I'm going to talk as if I have a lot of conversations happening on my social media, but it's kind of like a weird like house party where you're like you don't know anyone and there's always like that weird person who gets oddly political or like someone who starts like making out with someone on the couch and you're like you're going to regret that. Like that's kind of what social media is, just like a weird house party. And you're like, who owns this house? You don't even know.
That's a great analogy. That's really great. It's true. Someone has to make a really bold political statement and shit gets weird.
I remember like watching this like weird YouTuber and she was just this like whatever like cutesy, and she had to like address that the comments were getting like like really racist, and I was like, this girl's like 17 and teaching me how to do a high pony. Like I was like, why is this getting racist in the comments and like anti-Semitic? And I was like, this is too much.
It's great. Like
who took it to that level there?
Who gets mad at a high pony video that's just like going off in racial slurs? Everyone needs to slow down.
And she was like, hey guys, if you could like just be cool, like I'd really appreciate it. It's like,
I'm glad she said that. Sometimes I just like ignore stuff on mine or like delete it. And I'm like, ugh. I used to like look at it and like read stuff and be like, oh my God, like how do I fix this? Do I have to like be the mom here and be like, hey, everyone just take a seat and everyone settle down? Because they get really mean. Whether they're mean to me or they're mean to each other, like it's so wild.
I say ignore it. I don't know. I have no advice on that.
It depends. I guess it depends. Usually I ignore it now, but I also have like deleted or blocked people enough that it's like a pretty safe zone now. I've like weeded most of the people out. Hopefully this podcast doesn't change that. I'm going to get like just like a bombardment of like crap on my Instagram.
No,
but anyway,
you won't.
But yeah, sometimes I feel like I don't want to do social media anymore. It's just a kind of a pain.
It's annoying, and it's like it totally like you waste so much time checking it, and also like I'm so guilty of checking and being like, why is that person at the beach? And like, did she lose weight? Or like, you know, who's he dating? Like, just I get too obsessed with other people's lives too.
I feel like I like refresh it and look at it so often. Sometimes it gives me a headache. Like if I'm like bored at the airport or I'm like traveling in the car, I'm just like, why am I even looking at this? I don't even care about what I'm looking at. Actually, today I went to go get my hair done, so I had to drive like an hour north of where I am. I don't know if the direction was north. I'm just saying
an hour
north.
to get your hair done.
I almost flew to LA today to get my hair done,
guys. Beautiful.
Only because I had my schedule or my appointment already scheduled. Right. And then I had to be out in New York instead. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go to LA and get this done and then fly right back.
You are a badass
John
bitch.
Was like, no, but I'm not. I'm just stupid. It wasn't that I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. I'm a real jet setter. I just didn't plan my day right. Right. And luckily John was like, I don't understand why you're doing that. And I'm like, I don't either. I'm just in like a tired mania. So anyways, I came here and drove to get my hair done because you got to get the right blonde.
Yeah, you do.
You have to. But anyway, so I was like driving. It's raining out. I'm driving a really shitty rental car. And I was like listening to music and zoning out. And that just like wasn't enough entertainment for me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I opened my phone to like scroll at stuff while I'm driving my car.
Renee.
Nobody's on the road. I know it's really bad. But it was like a big eye opener for me because I literally did it for 2 seconds. And then I was like, what the hell are you doing? Why was your reaction to pick up your phone and look at it while you're driving a car of nothing that's important? I follow bulldogs and Victoria's Secret models on Instagram.
Well, the Victoria's Secret show is coming up, and we need to know, what's Kendall Jenner going to do? How's Kanye?
Timely. Apparently, he got released from the hospital. I almost said prison.
He did?
Not prison.
Well,
yeah, I guess.
He was in, psychiatric hold. Kanye.
What?
He was in as like a psychiatric hold.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And it was so like I was watching Wendy Williams because I watch her on YouTube. You can watch
Wendy
like all
Williams
the hot
is
topics.
amazing.
She's like the worst and the best, I will say.
When we're done doing this, actually anyone listening, please go and like YouTube Jerry O'Connell on Wendy Williams.
Does she go crazy?
No, she made him put on like a little Richie like wig. Like he had on like
really?
a Jerry curl. And he it was the weirdest thing. He must have been on some kind of drugs. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It was very inappropriate.
Oh my God. Yeah, go watch that, as I will be watching that after we record this. She's insane. And she was talking about Kanye, but she was like being so serious about it, where she was just like, Kanye, we're worried. Like just so. And I was like, oh, if Wendy's worried, I must be worried too.
Someone's got to, set off the alarm. Everyone's got to be worried. Kim's had to step up her game. It's been a whole situation.
Oh my God. I mean, like, this is the first episode and it won't be Kardashian heavy, or maybe it will because I'm a huge fan, but can we just discuss the Kardashians for one quick second?
Yeah, I would love to.
I feel like that family is shrouded in secrets. Like, I feel like you would go into Kris Jenner's house and be terrified because it would just be all these secrets, like you know what I mean?
I think you probably have to sign a waiver to even enter their house. I bet you. Like a confidentiality agreement. You must have to.
What do they all know? Like, what does Lamar know?
Lamar knows too much.
I know.
That's why he's been booted out. He's been ostracized. He's had his own issues. People can't see that I'm air quoting around this. Maybe it's all a conspiracy theory.
I often can find myself looking up a conspiracy theory, as I love them, and there's so many Kardashian ones.
Really? Like
yes.
What?
Oh, that they're in the Illuminati, which kind of makes sense, but I won't.
I can understand, maybe with their dad, he was a pretty high roller.
Yeah, and
Kanye, obviously. I mean, Kanye's into some weird shit.
Oh yeah, he's insane. And that's why Wendy Williams said, she's like, well, Kanye was always crazy, but at least he made good music. Now the music, he's in trouble.
Did you say that?
Yeah. The music was bad.
I don't know. I was on the treadmill today and that Fade song came on and it actually pumped me up. What a video.
That woman?
Oh my, isn't that crazy?
She's had a baby. Not that you can't be looking great after a baby, but I was like, I got to step my game up.
Yeah. She also was like, oh, I don't even work out.
Oh, yeah, right. That's such a lie.
Real. Come on.
I want to, she must not eat a lot.
I work out a lot to be mediocre.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
I work, yeah. What?
Sorry. I was going to say, because we were talking about the Kardashians and working out.
Yeah.
What happened to Khloe's butt?
It exploded?
It's just so weird because she's so she obviously has butt implants, right? But did she say she doesn't?
Well, they're all lying because they suck fat from their waist and then they shove it into their butt cheeks.
Is that a thing you can do?
Listen, I want to throw out another regular girl's cold hard fact that I learned from the internet that I decided was true.
Stamp it.
Yes,
we need to get a stamp sound when we throw out these facts, Married with Children style.
Oh, this podcast will definitely evolve to become a morning radio show where it's like rah, rah, no, it is a cold hard fact. I'm convinced that they take fat out of their waist and they shove it in their butts. And that's why when Kim was on that episode of the Kardashians was like, I'm going to take a test and show you. And there was no implant in her ass. It's because it was fat.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it was fat from her waist put into her ass.
So what the hell is happening? Why are people doing these things? Can't we just live our lives?
No. It'd be boring.
sometimes I feel like I should just go get random work done just so I can compete.
Oh my God.
Like be in the game.
If you look up like Khloe Kardashian before and after, it like what she's done to her face is crazy. And it's not just contouring.
Well, that's and same with like obviously with Kylie, but my favorite meme is the like, you're not ugly, you're just broke. And it's like the picture of like the back-to-back. If you were to get any bit of plastic surgery, what would you do?
Okay. Okay, that's it easy. For sure liposuction, absolutely.
What? I don't understand. You're a small person.
I'm a really small person, you guys. No. No, I want to like no, what would I want? I don't know. I want smaller boobs, I think. Smaller boobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want huge boobs. They're overrated. I feel like women who have big boobs are always like, I wish they were little, like they were smaller. And women with smaller boobs want bigger boobs.
I feel like smaller boobs are better for clothes.
Totally. Of course they are.
100%.
I like a button-up, like, you know, like a button-up shirt. I love that stuff.
All the way up to the top, the button-down shirt. Because I've like anytime I put on a bit of weight, it always goes to my boobs.
Me too.
So I'll go back and forth where I'm like, oh, I'm having like a bit of a boob issue right now, and then I will try to get rid of that issue. But yeah, it changes the way you dress, especially if like I love just wearing like t-shirts. Like cool t-shirts and very cool t-shirts. I'm so cool.
I wear cool t-shirts.
I'm so cool with these t-shirts.
Hey, look at me in my cool t-shirt.
I'm just over here being so casual. Anyways, not a big deal. Who wants a Slurpee?
She would love one because she's so fucking cool. She'd be like, me, girl.
Fabletics and shut up.
Yeah.
Which I subscribed to because I was really into her, and then I decided I don't need extra workout clothes, so I had to call them and like have a discussion.
Really? I kind of I would lean in. I need new clothes for that, but
Fabletics, it's great. Like I really liked it. Quality was great. I like the system of it, but we get a lot of free workout clothes, so it just seemed kind of wasteful for me to get like extra workout clothes. I have a lot of it, so I was like, this is a thing I can cut back on. Right. I don't need to have this stuff. It says my thing says it's starting my. Oh, don't restart my computer. We're a little busy right now.
Guys, come on.
Install in an hour. Yeah, give me a break.
I just got
this laptop. Get off my case.
It took us so long
for people that don't know, I had to go out and buy. I was also just about to tell another story, and I've totally deviated because I don't remember what it was. But
everyone listening is going to go, it was the Kate Hudson thing. I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, no. Big boobs in a t-shirt make it sit weird.
Yes.
So there's a lot of like extra flowage space under the t-shirt, and it makes me look heavier than I actually am.
Oh.
That's what I tell myself.
You're singing to the choir, especially because I demand to tuck my t-shirt in. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing.
That helps though. Like that at least gives like form.
Yeah. We're going to get into style. I feel like I'm in a rut. I belted my jeans the other day and I looked like my mom when she used to dress up to go to the Legion with my dad. And I was
Wait, where's your vest from last week? The vest had it going on.
Oh, the vest is behind me right now because when I get chilly, I put on a little knitted vest.
Did you buy it or did you knit it?
No, I didn't buy it. It was given to me. I just like a bag of clothes.
You were gifted a vest?
Well, it was like in my house and like my whole family was like, we're getting rid of tons of clothes. Look through it and take what you want. And I was like, I'll take this vest. We should start an Instagram just to like we should just upload photos of what we're talking about.
I'll 100%. Just reference points of like, hey, this is what I'm just gonna have like me and my cool t-shirts with like my boobs flopping out the side like a muscle tee. Whoops.
Yeah, and I won't wear a bra or anything, and I'll just wear the white vest that we're talking about.
I think Kate Hudson would be into that.
Oh my God. I feel like she would like we'd be at her house and she'd be like, let's just take our tops off and relax. And that's where I'd have to go because my anxiety would go through the roof. That's why I couldn't be friends with her.
If I got on like that wine bandwagon with her, I'd be like, I don't know if you said so. I guess it's fine.
See,
Let's snap it.
That's why you would be friends with Kate Hudson, and that's why Casey Wilson would be like, want to go to Target? And I'd be like, yes. And then we would go to Target.
We'd all meet back later for tacos.
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things we want to do is our embarrassing moment of the week, which is what I was just about to get into in regards to this new laptop I bought. So today I had to go into the Apple store in Stamford, Connecticut, to go buy a new laptop because I lost my laptop last week. I didn't know
which was
that
hilarious.
It's so stupid. I got home. I was about to jump on this to talk to you and realized I don't have a computer anymore. It just vanished.
Where did it go?
I don't know, but I'm going to find it now because now I apparently own 2 laptops. But I had to I marched into the Apple store, like getting all the details on everything. And then I got a little gun shy. I'm like, do I need to buy one? How am I going to make this happen? But to explain to somebody that you lost a laptop makes obviously it's stupid, but it's also just like frivolous to be like, I lost it. I don't have time to look for it. Can I just have another one? Like, what an idiot thing to do.
Well, first off, I think that's amazing. And I can't wait to be the woman who's like, I have no time to find my laptop. I'll just purchase another one, please. I used to work at a yoga studio, and I'm not even lying. Drew Barrymore again. Oh, this is a Drew Barrymore day for me.
Maybe you need to be friends with Drew Barrymore. I think Drew is your Kate.
Yes, she is too. Yeah, I do own a lot of her makeup, but I do love Drew Barrymore.
She has a makeup line?
It's at Walmart, and it's a must. Her lipsticks are incredible. They don't move at all.
Damn.
Yeah, but Drew Barrymore, I used to work at this yoga studio, and she came in and tossed her credit card and was like, I'm going to take a class, and tossed the thing and grabbed a pair of pants and was just like, charge it. And everyone was talking about it because it was the coolest fucking thing anyone's ever seen. And you just had a Drew Barrymore moment. I can't find the laptop. Charge me.
Well, yeah, and then I was like, also, can I have the rose gold one? Thank you.
That's what I'm on.
If I was doing it, I was doing it. I was already there. I was in the store. Just give it to me. Let's make it quick. Otherwise, I'm going to renege on it because I'm going to have a bit of a panic attack. Because I'm not Drew Barrymore, and I was not in E.T.
But then you stormed out of the Mac store kicking, and it was like, my name's Renee Paquette.
I just moonwalked out. Yeah. Peace.
That's cool.
Can't talk. Got podcast to do. Bye. So it was embarrassing, but also, I guess it was in hindsight, a little bit of a cool moment. Mm-hmm. But when I did it, trying to explain it to the Mac store guys, they're like, whatever, lady. What do you need? They just they thought I was so stupid. It was embarrassing. Well, we're on Skype, and I had a mark that was on your face, and it was like I just wiped a thing off your face.
Oh, thank you so much.
It was a really touching moment on my side.
You. No, I didn't know what you were doing, but now I like it. Now I'm fixing my hair. Just to... Do you ever forget sometimes when you're Skyping with someone that your face is large? Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't look great, but I'm only little. And then I'm like, oh, no, just I'm little for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was thinking that one of the other times we were on because I don't know. I feel like I just, I am right now. I have no makeup on. I've been at the gym. I'm a bit of a mess. You forget these things.
But we should mention, though, that every time we do talk, the one time you were wearing a flouncy hat indoors, you looked amazing. True. And your hair is often curled and looks great. And I'm always in the same gray sweater. It's only because I own a few of them.
Put them in rotation.
Well, they were supposed to be a Christmas gift, but it went awry. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you already bought. Oh, I guess it's not weird to buy Christmas presents. We're pretty much in December.
Oh, this is from last year, but I bought 3 sweaters, thinking I would do a craft.
Oh, you're gonna bedazzle them or something?
Oh my God, can you imagine? That would be cooler than what I was gonna do. No, I was gonna do a joke thing. It doesn't matter. It wasn't funny, and it fell apart real quick. But it was December 23rd, and I was in a Forever 21 going, oh, is this a gift?
Help!
I'm thinking about what my embarrassing moment would have been. Oh, this is just a quick one. I was walking my dogs, and you used to own Burger, and now I own Burger.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Own. Yeah, so as we know, Burger's a piece of shit, and
he's a shithead.
A beautiful, beautiful shithead. And I was walking them in the dark, and I'm scared of the dark because I'm a loser, and I was scared and he pooed. Burger was pooing, and he has human eyes, so he was looking at me yeah, you go pick that up, and I went to go clean it and stepped in the shit.
No.
Yeah, I stepped in another dog's shit as I was picking up Burger's shit. And so I was holding shit and had shit on my foot. And then I was on the phone with Brendan, and my husband was like, I just stepped in shit and I'm holding shit. And then someone heard me and went, hey.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody like full on Nelson'd you.
Yeah, I literally got full on Nelson, and I deserved it. And I was wearing pajamas while I was doing it. Like I couldn't have been more middle aged, just like really struggling. I was like, I stepped in poo and I'm holding poo, and I was like, oh.
Oh man, you win. And
it was so dark, I couldn't find where the poo was on the boot, so I was just walking, being like, I can't even wipe it off. I don't know where it is.
Just trying to scrape it, and each step you take, like leave a little more behind.
Yeah,
stepping in shit will stay with you for a very long. Like I've done it before, like in like an UGG boot, which is very groove heavy. You gotta soak it. You gotta soak that shit out.
Shit, that's a brutal poo step. I would almost throw out the UGG. I think it would just be dead for me.
You walk into the UGG store and go, I need more UGGs because the other ones have shit on them.
I've stepped in shit and I don't have time to clean it.
So a thing that I heard, this happened to me with Blue, my dog.
Who's amazing and beautiful.
He's so handsome. He's so delicious. But he was, when he was like, he's only 9 months now, but when he was like a smaller puppy, he was shitting. But he turned around and like we made eye contact and I was like, whoa, this is weird. We like locked eyes and it was a moment. But then somebody was telling me that when dogs lock eyes with you when they're pooping, it's because it was like this, it's like they like learn it so that you're watching their back while they're pooping so that they're safe. You become like the alpha of the pack to make sure that nobody attacks them while they're pooping. It's a poop-free zone.
Wow.
Wait, a free pooping zone.
So when a dog looks at you when it's pooing, it's going... You can be
Help
the
me
alpha.
out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going, you got me, right? It makes it actually kind of sweeter. Because when they're pooping and looking at you, you're like, whoa, this is weird. But yeah, that's what it means. They're like, look out for me because I'm very vulnerable right now.
Wow, so I just had like a really beautiful moment with Burger the other night.
Yep, yeah.
Well, I feel bad for cursing him all the way home then.
I pulled up pictures of Burger the other day on your Instagram to show to my mom. Because he's got like a little bit of like a gray face now.
Oh, he's so
and, like,
old. He's so old.
Isn't it crazy? What a little dude.
He's now evolved into like a needy old man. So like at night he like demands to be like cuddled and lay on you. And if he doesn't, he just goes and you're like, what do you want? And then he just wants like to be held. Yeah.
I feel, I don't know, it's like humans. I feel like humans get like that too. It's just like, come on. It's like back your like butt up and hoping for a scratch. You're like, just somebody hold me, man. I'm just trying to fall asleep peacefully.
We have a king size bed, brag, and you got to. But
you have to, yeah.
You must. But we have to lift him up because he's short. And Brendan lifted him up the other day, and he farted like "pah." That's what it sounded like.
Like a puff fart?
But it was it was like literally had like a little voice to it. It was just kind of like "pah, ha." And Brendan looked at me and said, "Did he shit on me?" We thought Burger had just explosively shit all over Brendan. And then Brendan went to like kiss me goodnight, and I was like, "Don't even touch me." Like, when you get a dog, you don't think about those things that they can just...
definitely don't think of, especially bulldogs. So Blue, I actually just switched his diet. I now cook his food for him like an idiot.
Oh, you have to,
but I have
sometimes.
to because his skin got all messed up. So he had demodectic mange. And his he was like losing all of his fur on his back, and I thought it was also to do with like a food allergy, so I couldn't really get to the bottom of it. So I started cooking his food for him, and now he's got a beautiful coat, and he looks like $1 million.
So what do you do? Like, how do you cook his food?
I cook like chicken or turkey, or you could do fish too. You just pick like a good lean meat. I cook that up, and then just add in like quinoa, a bunch of kind of whatever vegetables have a lot of stuff in them, like spinach, broccoli, carrots. Like cook that stuff, put that in, add like some olive oil, some quinoa, and pumpkin. Pumpkin's the key so that they don't get the poops.
Really? I'm going to have to get that recipe from you.
Yeah, I kind of was like winging it, but I was like looking on Pinterest and looking at all these different sites, and that seemed to be the best way to go. Because before he was on that diet, he was just eating like good dog food, but it gave him like man farts. Like I've never had a dog that just like audibly, like dogs will have like the... This was like a full-on, like, it would like snap off the floor. It was crazy.
Yeah. That's the life I have a basset hound named Vic, as you know, but he farts like, whoo. Like, if I could like, But burgers are like, raw, raw. You're like, yeah. People are going to be listening to this going like, what are you talking about?
There's
Farts,
so many
people.
Like, there's a lot of poop in this podcast and super unintentionally.
Yeah. Well, it is funny that our name is Regular Girls. That's what Brendan was like, is it about pooing? And I was like, no, it's not about pooing. We're not regular. I was like, why does my life suck? Yeah.
Yeah. We just talked about how pumpkin keeps you regular. We're regular girls.
You got to do it.
That's just how it works.
I once took Vic to like an herbalist. I just cut you off, but like we took him to this herbalist and he was
Why?
Someone was telling me about him. Oh, he was like licking constantly and like had like dandruff and whatever. But this guy sees you for free. He's like this guru guy. And he was putting Vic on all these probiotics. And he's like, they're human grade too. And I was like, well, that's interesting because I'm also suffering from a bloat. And he's like, these will help. And I was like, oh. So me and Vic
Did it work?
Probiotics. Yes. It was incredible.
Really?
And he said pumpkin. Pumpkin and lentils was his suggestion for dogs.
How about all of the psychics that are out in LA? Have you ever gone to a psychic?
No, but I want to. There's one right near my house.
I'm nervous to go to one. I don't know if I'd be into it.
Why?
I was listening to Lena Dunham's podcast because I was just like trying to listen to some stuff before we kicked off Regular Girls here. But she had on, I guess she like goes to a psychic. It's a different term than a psychic that I don't know, but it's a psychic.
It's an astrologer?
Just added like some holistic stuff on the end of it.
Ooh.
But yeah, I don't know. Lena Dunham and her entire family swear by this woman, and she predicted a bunch of stuff in their life. But I think I would be very nervous because I feel like if I went to one, I'd put way too much stock in everything they said, and it could all just be bullshit.
Right.
You ruin your whole life.
I know, but I totally believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
It's you like in Bitch Sesh, they were talking about this astrologer that they go to, and she apparently predicted like them having like kids and like career stuff and like all this stuff. And I was like, that's crazy. And the one girl was struggling with infertility, and they're like, you're going to have a daughter. And she predicted it to the month that she conceived.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I need to go see this woman.
Yeah, I feel like if it's someone that's like a good, reputable source, my cousin in Toronto had gone to several different ones, and like one of her friends found one and like hit the jackpot and was like, yeah, same thing, like nailed a bunch of information for her, like hammered some stuff out. But I think when you go to them too, you can like, I think there's like different categories. You can go to one for like career advice or love life or whatever you want to kind of have sorted out. It's not just going to be like, hey, you're going to die soon or like you're doomed for forever. But I feel like you can like kind of narrow it down. So maybe I'm like building it up from like scary movies I've seen that I feel like my death will be predicted or something.
We need to go to one.
We should.
I'm like, I mean, don't you want to know? Like, I want to know, like, you know.
I don't think I want to know because I think that it would change the way I acted about stuff.
You think?
I feel like it would like, yeah, for sure. I feel like I think I actually kind of believe too hard that if somebody went in and was like, oh, everything in your life is wrong, I'd go, oh, wait, what? Do I got to clear house here? What do you mean? Like something like that would like freak me out. They're like, oh, you're on like the wrong career path, or you should be traveling. Well, I was going to say traveling with the circus, but I basically do. I'm
just like curious. I mean, like, I feel like, especially like, I feel I'm in sort of a rut, or not a rut, but like, you know, like something's like brewing, like a change is happening. And I'm just like, I want to know. I'm not like one to lean in and be like, ooh, I love the mystery. Like, I'm like, just give it to me. What is it?
See, I like, because I know that feeling when you know like something's about to happen or something's about to give, which is actually like a cool feeling because something always ends up coming through and something works out like the way that it's supposed to. But I feel like it's like the nature of the universe is to wait for it all to unfold. It's like you can't peek at your Christmas presents. It ruins Christmas.
I know.
You gotta wait for it.
I'm so not.
Or Hanukkah or whatever you're doing.
You can't peek at the Hanukkah presents.
You can't.
You can't. No, I wish I had more patience and was more relaxed with that because I'm so not a patient person at all.
I wonder if there's like a reputable psychic that we could Skype in.
Oh my God, we have to look into that. That's a must.
We should do that.
That's a must.
I'll watch you do it and maybe chime in. I'd have to think of like a very surface level question to ask you. So I'm like, okay, I can handle that. Or like, I don't know. It stresses me out, but for regular girls, I'd open up the doors to it.
We got to do it. I'll go first. Like you said, I'll go first. And then if you feel comfortable, then find your fate.
Yeah, I feel like it would be like a TV show where like this old woman, there's going to be fog and like the magic ball.
Well, the place near my house is covered in red velvet and like crystals.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's a lot. I really kind of want to go in there, but I'd be scared when they would be like, "Can I help you with anything?" And I'd be like, "No, spells," and like run out. But yeah,
it's such a big thing out in LA though. Like I feel like they're everywhere in LA, but it's LA. Of course there is. Everyone wants a little like pin the tail on the donkey guidance.
Well, I feel like I've already been here like a year, and I've honestly found myself even this week saying like, I think I got to get some crystals.
I've thought about getting crystals too.
Kelly Oxford,
I want crystals.
who I love, she just bought a bunch of crystals and got all into it. And I follow her Instagram stories and Snapchats. Kelly Oxford, do you know her?
Oh yeah, that's actually I follow her too, and that was one of the things I'm like, well, if Kelly Oxford's into it, I think I can be into it.
Yeah, so I was like, oh man, am I into crystals now? Like, but I'm like, what do they do?
I will say, so I went out to. Have you ever been to Sedona?
No.
You guys need to go to Sedona. So we went to Sedona and we did like a couple trippy things just because we were like out there and we were filming a show. So we went to a sound healer and you sit in this teepee. They were actually like an old couple from Toronto and they had like 13 like wolfhound dogs that were just like running wild.
Really?
But we like sat in this teepee. And they came around, they were like blowing a horn. You had to like close your eyes and you had like this horn. And you had like the different like, it was like a sage spray and something, it was a sage and cedar wood or something, I think. So he had like that because he said it like clears you and it like chills you out. So I actually believed in that. And I started carrying a little one with me in my traveling case for when I'm on the road. Just in case you need like a little dose of like, okay, I can chill out. Because I did feel like it did something. And then he was telling us about a couple of the other stones. So we bought some stones, but they're not crystals. I don't know maybe is there a difference between stones and crystals?
I don't know. So now you have stones and a sage spray?
Sage spray is great. We actually saged our house when we moved in too.
I really want to sage my house. I just want to know if I have any ghosts.
I for sure have ghosts, which we'll save for like a whole other episode.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we moved into the house and saged the whole house, but then we didn't realize that the windows all have to be open for it to get rid of all the negative energy. So we had to do it again. It was a whole situation just because you got to be sure. Can't leave. Like, what if you kept the demons inside and it got worse?
My old apartment for sure had ghosts. I'd seen them at night a few times. Again, we'll do a whole episode on ghosts, but my new apartment here does not have ghosts. But I just maybe I need to get a new energy going.
It's about the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because our house didn't have any ghosts. My house in Toronto had ghosts.
Yeah.
But our house didn't. It was just about like having a new house and like putting our own energy into it rather than whoever lived there before.
That's such a good idea. I have to do that. See, I'm such a sucker. I'm like, what do I need to buy? Okay, I just wrap some sage and light it on fire.
Amazon Prime it. I actually ordered my sage off of Amazon. Came right to the house. I have a bunch of it at home.
Rolled up? Did you have to roll it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was ready to go.
God damn Amazon Prime. They have everything.
Pre-rolled.
Pre-rolled. Who knew?
It's available.
That's amazing. It's so funny that our idea of wellness is just ordering the shit from Amazon.
And based off of if Kelly Oxford thinks it's okay or not.
Yeah. Kelly Oxford does it. I'm sure Kate Hudson does it. So I'll just order it from Amazon and I'll just get to it.
Okay, we need to do an episode with a psychic. We need to talk about crystals and we need to talk about ghosts.
Oh my God. In.
See, Regular Girls is the first episode and it's taking shape. It's taking direction. We've got a future.
I'm so impressed with us.
We've already hit 48 minutes.
Oh my God, and we were only going to do 45.
Yeah, we've already exceeded our expectations.
Well, I'm really
excited. Suck on that, everyone.
Yeah, suck on that, haters who are listening.
Suck on that, haters that listened to her for 49 minutes, you idiots.
No, follow us on Twitter. Keep us alive.
Yeah, don't talk shit on my Instagram.
No, don't. We can't handle it. We're not going to police it, okay? And we know that you're 13, so
dusting my hands of it.
Go hug your parents. Is that it? Are we done our first episode?
I think we just did it.
It came to what is it? An incline, a precipice?
Yeah, the denouement.
Ooh, is
that the right word?
Yes, it's a cold hard fact that is the word.
Cold hard fact.
Yeah, well, so I guess we'll be back next week. Uploads. Yeah, upload. We're not going to tell you the day because we still got to figure that out. But next week, you'll know.
Yeah. Next week, we'll follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We'll be promoting it on there. We'll let you know exactly where to find it.
Absolutely.
And then we'll just keep this party alive. It's really nice being able to do a podcast with you. A, because I like you, and B, because it's like a fun thing to do. That's like, I'm not doing it by myself. It's nice having someone to talk to.
That's so nice. And
that sounded like I was like alone all the time. I don't mean that, but like
I'm alone often, and I'm telling you, it didn't sound that weird.
But like when you know, like you do like videos like by yourself and you're like, okay, I'm doing my own thing. And like sometimes you have like that moment you're like, oh, I'm just making this video by myself. Like I was like doing that like when I was working on stuff. I'm like, man, it'd be really nice to like have someone to work on stuff with.
This is great. It's effortless.
Yeah. Yeah. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I just ruined it at the end.
I was going to say that too.
That's why I can't be friends with Kate Hudson. Bye.
See you later.